When you are ready to begin teaching your lesson, click on the lesson and your assigned experiences. You will first be brought into your dashboard. This just displays the list of your students in the class. Since students will not be online completing activities, these other two tabs are not relevant, but are used in other Exploros programs. This is your pack icon. This houses many documents, including student workbook pages with answers, assessment masters, alternate dictation for older students, and other lesson-specific materials. In the middle is the activity icon, which will enter you into the lesson. At this first scene, a list of all materials students will need for this lesson will be shown. There are hyperlinks to the dictation paper and concept drill or assessment. These need to be printed out for students as they are not included in their workbooks. There are 10 steps in every Spire, introductory, and reinforcing lesson. The steps are further broken down into scenes for the teacher to navigate through the lesson. The numbered scenes are listed at the top right hand of the screen. Each scene contains explicit directions for how to teach a given step or part of the step. The first step in Spire is phonogram cards. This first activity is to drill all previously learned concepts. Some instruction boxes can be expanded by clicking the red arrow at the bottom of the box. To drill the cards, click the phonogram card below the pink boxes. A separate tab will open in your browser with a gallery of enlarged cards that you can scroll through. The next few scenes here for Step 1 include single cards that can also open in a separate tab for an enlarged view. Most activities in Step 2 are auditory, with students looking up and responding to teacher direction. In higher levels, Step 2 will introduce segmentation, where students use their phoneme segmentation sheets in their workbooks and sound circles and syllable rectangles from their manipulatives kits. Next is Step 3, again with explicit teacher directions on guiding and teaching students. The word building activity opens within a separate tab for you to model first for students if desired. Using the magnetic board and letter tiles from their manipulatives kit, students manipulate the letter tiles per teacher instructions. Some activities in Step 4 are auditory with directions for the activity. Step 4 always includes a word decoding activity that students will complete in their workbooks. Per teacher instruction, students use markers or colored pencils to decode the words. You can see the words and sentences by clicking on the words and sentences hyperlink shown in the scene. This hyperlink opens an annotated student workbook page, providing examples of markups students should be making. This activity is always an auditory exercise with question and answers between you and your students. You will just follow directions on your screen. The activities in Step 6 here of an introductory lesson can include a word search and a reading exercise. Both activities require students to mark up concepts by circling and underlining workbook pages, use of which is explained in the teacher directions. Click the hyperlinks to open annotated versions of these pages. These are the dictation steps. Follow the directions displayed on your device. For steps 7, 9, and 10, students use lesson dictation paper, which you will print from the pack icon and distribute. Or there are the hyperlinks included on the specific scenes as well for quick printing if needed. Instruction should take approximately 2 minutes for step 7, 3 minutes for Step 8, 5 minutes for Step 9, and 5 minutes for Step 10. Independent practice follows Step 10. Independent practice further reviews new concepts and contains a variety of activities. Each lesson contains at least one activity. Click the hyperlinks to open annotated pages. Once you go over the directions with students, you will have them work independently in their workbooks while you administer the assessment on the last scene. Please see the assessments tutorial for information on these.